In a world like none other, there comes one man in search of plastic, in search of cons. He is known as Plasticon. Join him as he brings toys from another dimension to a household near you.
Welcome back to another Plasticon review. Today, we're going to cover Generation 2 Powerglide. Here's G2 Powerglide. And yes, some of you guys out there are eagle-eyed members are like, no, that's a GoBot. Yes, I know. It's a knockoff, is what it is. So I turned him into G2 Powerglide. And I think he looks really good for Powerglide, because Powerglide never got a G2 toy, and personally, I love the colors of this thing. And it's really 90s, actually, with the crazy lightning tampo going on here, because this is not a sticker, this is actually tampoed on this, which is really neat. Kind of strange that this is actually a sticker, but that's okay. I can forgive it for that. And he's got a large G2 emblem right there in the center, which is cool. And it's got this big, gigantic window here, because it's a seaplane. Kind of like a sea glider, so it would like glide down and then land on these two pontoons. I know the original toy would actually have rolling wheels down here, but this one doesn't, and that's fine. It doesn't really necessarily need that, because it's not a real necessity, but it's really neat. I do like it a lot. I love the colors being, you know, some yellow and this white, just really kind of a stark color. Very 90s colors, honestly, because these two would be used a lot, especially with this really kind of a, I don't know if you want to call it a bluish, it's almost kind of a cross between a blue and a green, which is really cool. Like a very, very light blue. I do like it a lot. He has a very, very easy transformation though. You do is you'll just take his little feet and you'll spread those down and then just straighten them out. And this part here will just kind of move up out of the way. This this portion just kind of just moves. But before you'll push it completely out, you want to take the wing, and the wing here will actually separate. And you can bring them down like this. It's like a cape if you want. And then turn around, his arms are on these little joints, so you just kind of move them down, and there you go. And there you go. Little Powerglide in his robot mode. And he doesn't like to stand up very well sometimes, so I tend to put the wings completely behind him. Because this particular knockoff, I actually had to do a bit of a modification to. Originally, the bottom portion of the feet on the original toy would actually flip up, and they don't do that. So I kind of had to shave these off just a little bit to make it so that way he actually has legs here to stand, but he does. He's got his nice little head sculpt there, which looks really good. I don't mind his little head sculpt. And then he's got a little bit of blue here, which kind of matches the blue that's on his arms. Same with his little chest, and then a little bit there on the waist. Nothing here at the feet though. It does have a little bit of paintwork here done on the sides of his legs here to kind of fill in just a little bit of detail. I mean, if you did have him, you could have him like set like this, which would be funny if you could actually get him to completely set like that, which you kind of can if you really wanted to. You can make him set like that, but then he's got this crazy cape like, you know, all over the place. Maybe he's just, you know, I don't know. Because he's a glider, most people do gliding and camping and stuff like that, so maybe he could be just, you know, out camping or something, you know, I don't know. Just the vibe I get from this is like a great outdoors kind of crazy thing. I just like it. He's a pretty neat looking robot. I do know that he is a knockoff of a GoBot, but I'm a big fan of these guys, and I love the scale. The scale is amazing. The scale actually goes very, very well with your G2 GoBots. It just fits in. He's usually been a pretty tall one, and usually if you find these guys on the aftermarket, they're usually bundled with a Superion knockoff, and it's an okay toy. It's not terrible. It did require a little bit of tweaking there on his feet to get him to stand up. But other than that, he's a pretty solid robot. Everything transforms just fine except for the feet portion. So I had to kind of do a little bit of a modification on that. But he's really neat. I do like him a lot. And kind of a size comparison even with an Action Master, because you know Action Masters are really good size. So they fit pretty well together, I'd say. But anyway, this has been Plasticon. This has been another Generation 2 review. And I'll catch you guys around because I have plenty more coming your way. That's it for now. Bye.